Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Kloppel Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and today we don't have an in-studio student. I'll explain why in level 1, but we have our moderator, Kendra.
Guess what?
What?
I slept until 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday.
It's nice to have a summer.
It really is. I can't believe it's almost over.
Hey, yeah.
So hard.
I went to bed at 2:30. Woke up at 5, probably 7. I don't know.
That's really early.
Something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, today we don't have a in-studio student. We do have a weekly feature, yes?
Yes.
This week is the finger puppets, and you can just cut out the finger puppets of Kloppel and his friends and tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our favorite penguin mascot, Kloppel.
Cool. Oh, and Kloppel.
And Kloppel, yeah.
All right. Good to see you, buddy. So we've got a really, really long song to do today. So we're not going to have an in-studio student because we're going to try to get through this song as many times as possible. You're going to try playing all of the notes. There's actually not that many notes to the song, but it's just so long, and some of the rhythms are kind of quick and a little bit tricky. So the note part is going to be relatively easy, but actually playing it with the track, that's where it's going to get a little bit tough. So we're going to have very first thing you need is a C. In order to find a C, you just take any group of 2 black notes, like those right there, and drag the bottom note down. You'll always land on a C every single time. This song also has more flats than normal, more black notes than we normally have in a song. We're going to start with 3 of those, with the part that says might seem cray, and then we're going to jump down to a G, all the way down to there. So we're skipping over 2 notes here. We're not going to play either one of those. Might seem crazy what I'm. So we've had 3 C's in a row, 3 G's in a row. That part right there is going to take some practice just to get that jump down. Then we already have B flats. You can see right here, we're going to play, normally we would play a B, but in this case we're going to play a B flat, and we're going to play 2 of them, about to say, and back up to that C. That with the track would sound something like this. 1, 3, 4. Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Cool. So let's try that one more time with the track. The volume wasn't up at the beginning. 2, 3, 4, go. Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. So that's what we have at the beginning, and then we're gonna play 3 or 4 E flats all in a row. This would be an E right here, but this is gonna be an E flat. So it's that group of 2 black notes that we found. It's the top one in the group of 2 black notes. So sunshine, she's here. And then the exact same thing that you played a second ago, the G, G, B flat, C, that shows up right here. You can take a break. So this song's gonna repeat a lot of these sections like that. So we're gonna play 4 E flats and then move on to the rest of that, the G, G, B flat, C. Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. And then sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. And you can kind of see I'm just kind of like setting my hand down here, ready for those 3 notes because those are gonna come back again. Hot air balloon, that's this section right here. We just go up 1 note for the word loon. Hot air balloon. It's really gonna help out a whole lot if you're saying the words as you go, because there's so many times where it repeats a note, and it's really hard to keep track of whether you've played 3 of them, or 4 of them, or 5 of them, or how many more you have to go. But if you just work on the words, like right here, I don't have to count as long as I know that when I say loon, I'm supposed to go up to a D. So hot air balloon. That's where that D is going to happen, instead of trying to count 1, 2, 3 C's and then move on to a D. So hot air balloon. Again, we've got these B flats all in a row before they go up to a C. That can go to space. And then we have the last one. This is maybe the trickiest part of the song. We've got 5 B flats all in a row with the air like I, but then we have to walk down to an A, that note right there, and then walk down to a G, and then walk on down to an F, which is 1 more down, and then walk down to an E flat. So it's straight down from that B flat, A, G, F, E flat. You're gonna need all of those notes with the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Now that we've tried playing some of those notes, let me tell you, you don't actually have to play any of those notes, because none of those are the chorus of the song, which is usually the part that we do for Kids Learn Piano Live, is just the chorus. We don't even do the verse. So if you want to skip all of that, that would be totally reasonable, and you could just start at these G's and play because I'm, and again, I've got my 3 fingers right here on the G, the B flat, and the C, because they're going to show up over and over. Because I'm, you ready for a bunch of C's? Happy clap along if you feel like. If you wanted to, you could actually play C's all through that. If you want to, you can come down to a B flat. What? Had a feeling. Clap, but we haven't even really played it 1 time all the way through. Okay, fine. So we got a bunch of C's. Like if you want to go down to B flat, then we're back up to C's. Room without a roof. Now, if you wanted to, like I said, you could play C's through that whole thing. Happy clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. That would be almost as perfectly good as happy clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. All right, Then we are gonna go back down to that G, G, B flat, bunch of C's. And then if you want to go down to a G, you could go down to that or play C's all the way through that thing. Like happiness is the truth. That's that whole section right there. Again, G, G, B flat, C. Now, that other section I said is maybe the hardest part of the song. That section. If that's not the hardest section, this one is right here. This has a similar walk down, but it's going to start on G up here and go G, F, F, E flat, C, C. And at that point, you're just back to C's. What happiness is to you? Back to that same thing because if you can't tell, this thing right here, this is really, really important. The G, B flat, C. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. So the end of the song, the chorus part is almost entirely C. So that's why I gave you the verse part, because I was like, these guys are going to know the song right away. It's almost entirely C. But once we got to the verse, I realized, oh my goodness, this is kind of crazy hard. So this is either a really easy song or a really hard song, depending on how you play it. But to just do the parts that you can do for right now. Don't worry about the rest. Kloppel says this needs to be our last time through before we go to our video of the week. So here we go. Get the notes you can. Don't worry about the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. Balloon goes up to D. Hot air balloon that can go to space. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. All right, here we go with the G's and the B flat and the C. I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap if you feel happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Lots and lots and lots and lots of C's in there, and then that thing right there. If you can grab that thing with your left hand and get some of the C's in the chorus, then you're doing all right. Someone else who's doing all right is Katie. Check out this video submission from her. So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.